This is me, Moti, with Falcon here, and we are going to
Hello,
cast
guys.
for you a LaneSmash tournament match from the second bracket, so B2 bracket, from PTSD against VOON. PTSD is a team from Miller composed of FRMD, who just won gold, bronze match from what it was, by the way, Edim, which got second place in the bronze match, so they were playing against each others, DT and DTWM, if I'm correct.
You
Uh,
are. You are. uh, um, four good midfields from Mirrors, and a very step up for that tournament.
Yep, indeed. We are playing on the Ganon Beetle Biolab, and I have to say, this is the first match I'm casting which is not on the Tumaseyoka lane. So I'm quite happy to finally see something else. And I'm also apologizing because I've been casting matches for almost all the day, so my English is probably going to be quite below.
I admit I have to apologize too because I don't cast anything today, so I have to warm up my
Get
English a
warmed
bit.
up, yes. It's fine. Like you're going to be a diesel, and I'm going to be a dying whole car, and we were going to go through this together. And I don't want to be mean, but I have big hopes on PTSD winning really quick with that match. I really hope that, of course, VOON is going to send their best because I want to see an interesting match. But for something very, very deep inside of me want to have a match that's going to be quick, but I don't want that because we want to see an interesting match. And
Yeah, but honestly, I I think PTSD is really favorite on in this match. They show very good things in their previous matches. Even against my team, they beat us 2-0. So yeah, they are really well prepared for that competition, and yeah, they are showing a very high level of lane smash game.
yeah, I mean, they have PT has been training and training, and it's clearly showing up. They're the leading team in the bracket right now, while VOON I think is second last or second to last. They have made a one-to-one match against OP. So those outfits are the one on pretty equal means, and we have in the middle in the bracket we have GSG, which is who lost I think against RSPC, and I'm not sure if they lost against PTSD yet, but I don't think so. But if they lost to one RSPC, I think they're going to lose to PTSD. If there was a fantasy league here, that's what I would call. And G has shown a 6-0 match, I think, against either uh, VOON or OP. I think it was OP. So they are kind of the middle team of that bracket here. So we have a somewhat balanced bracket with teams, some unfair, like not unfair matches, but quite straight forward matches. And hopefully we've seen also some, we're going to see some less one-sided matches. And we are going to see for sure some. The SPC versus PTSD one was quite interesting to look at for sure. But we are going to see the one I'm looking for is the next GSG match.
Yeah, of course. I think GSG in their first match against RSPC against, but I think that they didn't play their best game. I think they were they were better in their second game, and they show really what their value is, and they have a lot of things to show more in the next matches.
Yep. We have 2 minutes until the match starts, if I'm correct. So we are going to have a quick look at the roster. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but basically we have some. You can see here the statistics. Uh, Actually, we have some people from. We have Michael in the roster for PTSD. Okay, I didn't know that. We are seeing some DXT, some FRMD, one KOTV dude. We can see it's part of the Ringers, I guess. And mostly FRMD, Edim, and yeah, mostly FRMD actually. With senior brothers actually leading the team, if I'm correct. And on the VOON side, so VOON, which is V and Moon from Emerald. So you can see they have pretty good stats actually. I'm seeing 7 KD, 3 KD. It's quite interesting to look at. But we are going to have a look at the home bases to see what's going on. So we are in the in-game bracket now, in the in-game map, and we have PTSD playing NC. So I'm going to have a look at Battle, which is VOON playing STR, and see what it's looking at. I'm seeing 6 ESFs and a Galaxy, another Galaxy, and 4 MBTs on the ground. So no Thunderers, no RSL heroes. And in the are you on the Galen tech plant?
I'm going into it. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm a bit late on my use
So
the
I'm
setup
on
I
here
use
and I'm
normally.
seeing five vanguards. Interesting. And a few
Five,
rivers.
four,
Lots of rivers
three,
though, like probably more
two,
than 2 squads.
one. Match start, match start.
So here is no neutral base. We have 2 bases that have to be defended and have to be captured. There is no neutral base that is going to go through anyway at some point. So it's a big matter on who gets a cap on the other first. And we are seeing mosquitoes dropping people on the A point of Jorikov. VOON is on the point and they are flipping. Is it happening at Rutas? No, it's not. Interesting. PTSD is making the conscious choice of letting VOON getting the point here.
Yeah, but we have a huge air battle in the
Yes.
air.
But right now the point is in favor of VOON, and they will have to sacrifice a lot of rivers to get back on infantry side because rivers are not going to get back to the point.
Yeah, oh, I can see 2 galaxies
Oh,
from
those
VOON.
those those galaxies are going to die if the rivers focus them. They're not getting focused right now. Only 1 or 2 rivers. That's not enough to kill galaxies. They're going to be able to drop people, I think. One is dying, and he will be. Oh god, that drop is confusing. It was quite a mess, but the
Oh,
maxis are
that's
on the point.
yeah,
VOON
that's a
is already
lot of
getting a
TR
good
on
start
the
in the
point.
match.
Jean Recovery is a very strong point for turtle on. Jean Recovery is a base where the cheese not matter that much comparing to a lot of other bases, and turtling on the point is very strong.
That being said, TR only has 1 squad. They don't have much more, but they have 3 maxis, and I'm not seeing engineers. I'm seeing 1 engineer, but that's about it for now. 2 engineers, okay, that's good enough. But the NC can get in the spawn room. That's a big difference with neutral bases. They can pull Falcon maxis from the spawn room and get into it. And they are trying to push here from the that's the east gate. And 1 max is already dead. Oh, those maxis are unsupported. And that being said, the push is not strong enough. Oh, those mines are doing a really tough job. There isn't a medic alive. VOON doesn't have a medic on the point. Oh, all those maxis are dead and no medics. I mean, there was one, I think, but he died. And that's the end of the capture, I guess. The maxis are going to die
Yeah,
at one
but
point.
that's a nice hold of 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's always 2 minutes in the base, and but sadly, I think that's
That's
also a lot
already
of
a good
resources
hold
lost.
from VOON. They now have the momentum. Let's see if they will manage to take advantage of it and we pull a nice push from Roothouse.
I think VOON knew that they were never going to win the air battle, so they went full in on infantry. But they were missing half their team here there.
Yeah, but they buy time.
Yeah,
They
I
buy
mean, it's
time.
probably
You
the
know,
best they
they have
could pull, and they did as best as they could, and they still managed to get 2 minutes on the cap timer, which is, man, it's pricey. Like it's something they paid for, but they got it. So now they have time to try and get a capture there. Uh, Seems like they set up defensive Sundays, and they are putting vehicles to try and get on the lane. The Vanguards are here though, and they're doing a hard job on all the Sundays, trying to pull, trying to be pulled.
yeah.
By the way, in Twitch chat we have 3 minute delay, so if we are, if by any mistake we are, if you have any question, we're not going to see them until 3 minutes. I'm seeing a lot of TR in the root house distillery, but the NC are putting up Sundays, so I think it's going to start a cap soon here if they manage to push and they don't manage to get a pre-cap on a jury cup again.
Yeah, it seems that PTSD, even if they didn't have that momentum on the first cap, they managed to push on the ground with vehicles, and they managed to gain the air control. So
And we are
they're in
seeing
a pretty good position just to take a VOON on their back feet and have a clean defense. And now they are capping root house.
yes, I mean Ritter's has been a good setup and no TR on point. I'm actually surprised they did not even try to turtle inside the point and for as long as possible. They could have tried that, but they were waited a long time. I don't know what TR was. Now they're trying to get to the point, but now NC has Maxis on point, and they're not going to be easy to dislodge.
During that time in the air, PTSD is basically camping the air spawn of VOON, being sure to get the air dominance.
Yep, the match right now is rather still. NC is definitely inside, and I'm not seeing any strong push from TR. I think I don't know what the TR is like. We should have. Yeah, they're finally exiting the spawn room, and they're using their best tool they have against the aircraft, which is the Striker, which is a really strong rocket launcher against the SFs. And now they are trying to slowly push, but it's not really coordinated. We have NC outside of the point room without an issue, and they're getting kills one by one.
Yeah, VOON seems pretty much disorganized right now.
We are
That's
seeing
difficult to
Maxis
organize
finally.
a team when you are ground pound like that by enemy air, even if they got the striker to defend themselves.
The TR is pulling Maxis. Their defensive studies were not very useful, but they were here, are getting
Yeah,
killed.
here we go. There is
And
a
here
push
got
coming
the
from the
max pull.
second spawn room.
Oh, don't tell me the Vanguards have an angle on that. Oh, no good. That was not far away. They are slowly pushing, but they are getting slowed down by those heavies, and they are not dying, those heavies, and it's an issue. Oh, the flank here on the push is quite complete. Look at that. Oh my god, the amount of maxis they just pulled. And the first, like half of them are already dead, and we are talking like 8 maxis, and the air armor is slowly but surely killing them. Oh my god, they are retreating. We are seeing 8 maxis retreating. You don't pull 8 maxis at the same time.
Yeah, that's a huge commitment in nanites for little results. Yeah, more people coming from the secondary spawn room.
Yep, I mean there's a lot of people in the building, but they're like they cannot push. I don't see them managing a push out of that. Those heavies and the maxis are not pushing. Like NC is pushing TR. This is not the way it's supposed to be. The air are our big issue though, and I think they should do what we've seen in the previous LaneSmash match we had, which was YLBT against, let me guess, it was Team BT and YLBT just pulled a Max on every base just to deny the air as much as possible. And yep, we are seeing the Strikers team working out, and now they are killing the SF slowly but surely, but PTSD has control of the ground too, and they are not going to easily give it to VOON. VOON is being C4'd by the light assault. The maxis are dying. We still have maxis alive, but they're welcomed by the NC maxis too.
Yeah, and there is only 35 seconds remaining on the cap, and I don't see how VOON can go to the cap point in that 30 seconds.
They are going the long way around through the back of the building to the big stairs, but that's not working out. And they have beacon set up. They can try something. Like they have slowly managed to get a push going, and they are now almost inside the building. They have pushing big small stairs, but there is a bulldog on it, and the small stairs is guarded by 2 NC maxis. So, ouch, not good.
No, and there is
And big
already
stairs.
a pre-cap ready on a beetle
Yep,
stockpile.
it's over. And are we seeing beetle stockpile being captured?
We got a beacon, we got a... Yes, we got the people on the point.
Yep.
The point is flipping. We saw a very interesting strategy from PTSD here. They totally give up the defense of their base on Jericho. They just played the air and the ground. Just yep, letting VOON taking the point, taking some timer. Just yep, don't care, and taking all the control of the map with vehicles on air,
Oh,
and then
defense.
pushing with a very hard push.
The pre-cappers are being pushed by VOON now, and VOON is in control of the point. No, the point is half flip actually, but they are capturing it now. They are struggling to get people on the roof though, where the point is. It's quite a tough battle, but slowly NC is having more people here. VOON is playing maxis again, which I guess if they manage to set up properly with a squad on the point, has a chance. At least now he has engineers, but they are going to have a hard time getting to the point here. The engineer is picked up, NC still has the point.
Yeah, a light skirmish on the point right now,
Yeah, we
while
have.
the two team are trying to get the control of the base.
I'm seeing the NC Max is coming up in the stairs, and they are going to stay there, I think. So those TR on the roof are not going to be enough. They need to kill that beacon though. Come on, little
Yeah,
medic.
it
Oh,
looks
it's
like
destroyed.
the guys from PTSD are everywhere on the base, while VOON is struggling to regroup themselves and have some impact on their pushes.
I see that the Twitch chat is quite active. We have 100 viewers. That's nice. I hope the French accent is not scaring you away. I assure you, we have other French casters that can also talk about LaneSmash with a thick French accent. Do not worry.
Yes, but we can do much worse.
Yes, we
my
can if
friends.
we want to. I'm sure we have a few people here who are pretty unhappy. Maybe my camera work could also improve. For sure, it's not going to be my English who's going to get better today, but the lightnings here are quite. I'm not sure what he would try to do, but he tried. Tiara has a good push on the roof, but it's not enough. Like, they have 3 people. They need to put beacons here. Maybe they have beacons above, but I'm not seeing it. They are. Like, the thing they are missing right now is C4. From that roof, you can see what's below, and it's the light assault doing it, but they should have C4 on the medics too. And now the
Yeah,
Maxis are
but
still
slowly
alive.
but surely they are managed to. Now they
I
managed to
mean, they
flip a
managed
bit
to flip the point.
but
I mean, they
very
touched
good
the point.
counter
It's
attack
better than nothing.
from NCs.
They can do something, but they need something against those Maxis.
For now, PTSD is just faster than VOON, and they're just overwhelming the defenders.
Those Thunderers are not going to help VOON trying to push the building here. I mean, they're going to die, I hope so, because the striker team is on it, but NC is once again pushing TR to the spawn room. At least now they have a Cobalt Terrasser. Maybe they can try and get some kills and have. Oh no, the Vanguards are here. The fan bullets arrived.
Even if that 3 Thunderers are not actively on the point right now, they are delaying the counter push of VOON. So Planet is a game of timer, so every second you manage to win against your opponent, every second you manage to keep them away from the point, either win. And the 3 Thunderers are staying alive for a long time, so while the VOON are trying to destroy them, they are not going to the point, and that's a win for the PTSD.
Now the question is, will we go through Beetle Biolab? Now there's 26 minutes left in the match, and this is almost a perfect score from PTSD in terms of time. Like they lost maybe 2 minutes resecuring Jericho, but now it's just cap after cap, and they can go after Beetle. And it's not easy capturing a biolab. It takes some time because you need to defend a lot of points, which the defender can't focus all the population on when you are have to spread. But it's not going. I see them doing it. Like the question is how fast.
Yeah, there is clearly a difference of level between the teams. And once again, PTSD is training a lot since a bit 1 month and a half, maybe 2 months now, and they're training a bit like 3 times a week. So the work is
And it's now time to get inside Beetle.
Yep.
And see what's happening. I see already point flipping. The A point is flipping, which is kind of the point you want to have if you want to secure the spawn room, I guess. First, but oh no, they are on the C and B point, so they're going for the generator and the shield and the SCUs, and maybe the maxis are already waiting small stairs. Lots of engineers and lot of maxis.
that's a biolab, the kingdom of the maxes.
Yep, they
And
are pushing D point now, so they have 3 points with B, A, and D. So they have controlling their generator room, all of them to control 3 points who are nearby. And they can get the SCUs in, and if you destroy the SCU, the TR only has one spawn room, which is, if I'm correct, the one next to the A point. I'm not sure.
yes,
No, no, it's not one.
that.
It's the one between the A point and the banana building. The other one is neutral.
And you were talking about the difficulty to take biolabs. That one particularly because in 24 versus 24, that's a 4-point biolab, which is a lot of points for so not that much people.
VOON is resecuring the A building with maxis indeed, so they can push out. Now the question is, where do they push from? Like, do they try? No, not where do they push to? Do they try and secure the SAU? Do they try and push the jungle? Or do they try and stick to A to delay as much as possible the cap and have a pick at other points? The NC
Yes.
right now is set up to recapture A and get a good spawn camp on the build on the spawn room.
Yeah, they are setting up as a classic spawn lock of a biolab.
Well,
People in the jungle to prevent the
they have to get a camp, a solid camp on the other teleporter room, so it's not going to be easy to only, like, possible to only capture, like, spawn the spawn room. I'm going to be able to make full sentences, I swear. This is the sixth match I'm casting today, so I have good excuses.
But yes, as we see, that's not that easy to cap that biolab with 4 points, with only 24 people. But
It seems like VOON is pushing the jungle here, but they are weighted. It's yeah, the support from that max is already almost dead, and that NC max is doing the pretty good job of being the one in front while his support engineers are behind in safety. That max that thing is now dead. That push is over, and now the SU is being overloaded and will explode in 1 minute.
yeah, I know the VOON they have a really hard choice. Do they go to the point? Do they go to the SCU?
And they are trying to hold on the A point, and that's not working right now. Oh, that heavy is doing the good job, but now shotgun heavies on the point, and the max is not triggering any rocket launcher hit.
Yeah, as we can see that right now, the guys from VOON are pretty much going one by one. While even if the guys from PTSD are not really regrouped, they are playing together. They are covering all the angles, all the lanes. So even if the guy from VOON managed to breach from one point, let's say if they manage to breach from A, that means all the PTSD team will gather to counter that push really quickly.
I mean, VOON has been able to get a few points flipping, but they never for long. Like they only have managed to do so because NC cannot be on all 4 points at the same time. And now the SCU is dead. So they are going to be camped in the teleporter, and that's going to be over.
Yeah, no PTSD. Just have one one shoebox to look at.
I think VOON can still come from the warp gate and pull like a beacon on one of the on the pads, but on the air pads, but that's not going to work. That's going to be seen. And now it's only a minute left until the cap is over. And the camp on the teleporter room is oh, big push to the A point. They're able to do it. There wasn't enough NC here, so good pick on them. There is still a few people on the A point, so it's not going to be over easily.
Yeah, that's a good push. But look how the PTSD are now gathering on the A point,
Oh yes, they
coming
are.
from both sides and locking the VOON. They will not be able to go anywhere else from the A point, and they are delaying the cap, but that will be difficult for them to
Oh, that NC Max is
try a
going to kill
recap.
a lot of people. And he's he quite low in life. He got C4'd. And NC is slowly getting the point back. Yep, they're good now. What is that infiltrator trying to do?
And here we go, 10 seconds to the cap.
Yep. So we are 20 minutes into the match, so pretty good.
Round in, round in. All contestants, please leave the continent.
All right, let's have a look at the statistics of the match. Ooh, that's a pretty fancy, looking statistic page. I'm going to be able to show you. Wait, let me have a. Wait, give me a sec. I need to add a source, a browser one. Create a new one, stats. And we are going to add this. Okay, now you're above and you are able to see the statistics. Okay, so as you can see, 400 kills for PTSD and less than 200 by VOON. Almost the same, of course, amount of deaths, which is a 2 KDR, and only, yeah, that's a
Huge difference.
pretty good difference, and only 0.4 KDR for VOON. I'm not sure if I can wait. If I flip the no, I need to capture the window, not the stats. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a huge difference between the two teams in terms of KD. But VOON was on the defensive pretty much all the time, except the two first minutes, um, and they didn't had any of air control or ground control. So that's pretty much a piece of cake for PTSD from that point, because uh, even if VOON managed to set up a nice group push, uh, they had been hammered from the air, they have been hammered from the ground, and the time you go from the spawn room to the point, you got the half of your squad, which is dead before attempting any push on the point, and that that can explain that difference of KD between the two teams.
Interestingly enough, VOON managed to destroy 18 ESFs, and while PTSD only destroyed 17, so more ESFs destroyed by VOON than PTSD. Well, I mean, PTSD destroyed more Liberators, Valkyries, and Galaxies, but they managed to get more ESF skills thanks to those striker teams. So they can maybe try that again and get a stronger anti-air support active in the bases. But that's on them. And maybe if we can have a look at the vehicle statistics, we got 3 arrows destroyed, 3 Thunderers, and maybe look at the MBTs 7 to 7, so pretty even match at that one. All right, so I'm going to hide the statistics now.
Yeah, but the problem is that you cannot rely only on here to defend yourself against such a strong air dominance. Um, but PTSD here again played very well because they they just spawn lock the air from Boom. At the start of the game, they were on the top of the bio, just waiting for them to repool or to come from the war gate. So I think the air squad from VOON was pretty quickly grounded without nanites to repool. And after that, that's just a nightmare. Every player from blind side and had live at least one. Also on the live or on competition, where you just can't do nothing when you're got hammered like that.
Yeah, I think VOON need to work on their um, on their push. They have always tried to push with everyone on the same straight line, and it never worked because the PTSD was always set up and always ready. What they could do, I mean, if you're a team who know you are going to be facing a much stronger team, is that you anticipate the switch to the precap, and you put like as soon as you lose your base, you need to get back to the previous one and pull as much as you can and get on the point as soon as possible with as much as possible and try to long for as long as possible. We've seen teams do that and manage to get not 3-0 on a round, but maybe only take lose 1 point. And that's the way you delay for as long as possible. They can try and pull that. They can definitely improve on their push and their infantry structure because right now we've seen a lot of solo push and that's not going to work. But I think we're going to start on the second one. I mean, really interesting to see the opening move because this opening move we have seen is really strange. We've seen PTSD let VOON get control of Jorikov, wait for them and kick them out rather than try to get the point off on Rutaus first. I'm not sure why this was a thing.
Um, I can just make hypothesis on that, but um, when there's a neutral point, generally, you can have some strat where you don't go to the point and just wait your opponent to flip the point and go for the last minute. But it seemed they did pretty much the same thing. Just saying, we don't care of the point right now. We just want to destroy your air, destroy your vehicles, take the control of the map, not only of the base, but of the whole map, because when they got
3 minutes until round start. 3 minutes till round start.
when they got the control of the air and the control of the ground, they thought that they would manage to push out to get back the point, and we saw that the
Hey,
vanguards
wake
were
up.
already on the root house, even if they didn't get the point, and they were already camping the vehicle spawn. So they managed to prevent VOON to capitalize on that 2 minutes because VOON was just not able to set up a good push with that 2 minutes timer. And yeah, that's pretty interesting and pretty intelligent from them, I think.
Oh, I got my camera stuck. Yep, I need to redeploy now. Yeah, so I think you're right. It's an interesting point, but it's going to see if they manage to get a stronger hold on
1 minute till match
Jorekov
start. 1 minute till match start.
and Genan Southern, which is also quite interesting to hold. Not the same setup of. I mean, this line has a lot of different bases. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, that's quite a weird lane where the cheese don't matter that much compared to a lot of others. Um,
I mean, it changed. It's
okay.
seriously changed from Aoka and Tumas, which are interesting, but I think my voice is finally over. It's done with today. It's only 20 minutes left to hold, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
Let's have a look
Um,
at.
so, I'm on the NC setup right now. Some lot of rivers already. I'm trying to find that vanguards. Yeah, 4 vanguards again for PTSD for the opening.
5, 4,
And I'm on
3,
the TR
2,
side, and I'm
1.
not
Round
seeing
start. Round start.
anything because I'm not looking at the right place. Uh, I think it's the same setup. Almost no vehicle at all on the ground, and mostly galaxies, replay galaxies. I mean, you might want to have something else here. And mosquitoes, and the airball is. Oh, that galaxy is not going to hold, I'm afraid.
5 vanguards struggling a bit to start, but they were in a weird position.
Who is getting where? I think PTSD went again for the strong defensive around Root House, and TR is on Jorikov, and I think they just dropped to secure the point, so they are going for the strong defense. And oh my god, Buster Max, get on Jorikov points. You will see those Buster Maxes. And they're just here to kill the SFs. I don't expect them to hold for very long, but they are trying to do the best they can. This is
Yeah, I
London
think they're trying to
1941.
up their own air, but if the mosquitoes want to get that support from the ground, they need to fly lower.
I mean, it's right now the rivers are just scared away by the maxis, but it's not uh, it's not going to do them any good. PTSD is going with a slow approach, getting the Sundies, I guess, through with the MBTs. Although I'm not seeing any Thunderers on the base, on the road here. Let's have the cinematic shot with low gravity. And I mean, I'm not sure if the amount of resources destroyed here is really useful, but at least they're defending the point for as long as they can. Let's see what's on the point actually. For TR, we have a Panda Max, Nova Buster Max. I think that might be too many Buster Maxes.
Yeah, and that's at least a dozen of rivers alive on the India now. The VOON mosquitoes just pushed into the rivers, and the problem is that they get out of the
Yeah,
AA cover from the ground, so they sacrifice themselves to the rivers.
when is PTSD going to push? Like they're getting control of the ground. The vanguards don't have anything to kill, but there isn't any Sanderer here. I'm not seeing any of them, and I'm on NC, so I should be able to see them. And
Yeah, but because there is a lot of rivers still in the air.
that's right. Like
Uh,
the PTSD doesn't have infantry. They have aircraft, and aircraft don't capture points. And the sheer amount of strikers running after those rivers, that's beautiful.
yeah. Uh, I got to look on Jorikov for any back cap.
I don't think there's going to be any back cap. I'm not seeing any TR on the lane, actually, on the base, actually. VOON
Nope.
has a strong defense on Jericho at least. They are doing what they can to delay the end of the match as much as possible. And PTSD is not doing anything. That their Sundays are getting destroyed. Where is the push? PTSD is
Jory
like
is a
go
Jory
ahead.
is a very difficult base to push against a strong defense like that. You don't really have any angle to really to set up a good attack. You're exposed pretty much everywhere.
Do you think a
So
galaxy, like two galaxies, would get destroyed before anything could drop them? Because unless, oh, you could do that from the roof, the sky roof. So the Sundays are getting killed one by one.
with that amount of striker, that's difficult to set up something.
We still have 100 viewers here. Oh, hello guys.
Uh,
Are we
yeah,
seeing anything? I mean, the rivers are staying a fair share of distance against the base, away from the base, and we are seeing more Thunderers coming for from NC, but Not really any push, any way to push for for NC right now. They would need to drop on point with maxis, I guess. I mean, if they put Falcon maxis against Buster maxis, it's not going to be even a contest. The MB
Yeah,
teams are trying to get
if the
angled.
Galaxy managed to go through that that air defense.
I mean, they could just drop from the roof. And guess what is on the sky roof? That's not a squad drop, but actually the strikers are able to reach him. But they could be able to just drop and go away without dying, I think. But they will need to pick maxis. And the point is flipping. Oh. Did VOON overextended the defense? I mean, the maxis are getting back inside, and those are not Buster max. That Heavy is going to play his life. And he's even escaped with his life. And now no more Buster maxis. And see, with Galaxies, he's able to take control of getting people on the ground now. And they have harassers. Oh god, the moment they're in, there's already harassers and maxis.
Yeah, and here
And
is
Sundays.
Cobalt Sunday coming in.
Oh, now VOON need to have as many people as they can inside that point. And they don't even have a squad, they only have 3 maxis and no one engineered, and that's not good enough, and they're all dying already. No, VOON. Where is VOON? Where are the like 18 other people from VOON? It's not even, they don't even have population. NC has overpop here.
Yeah, I can see a beacon, maybe from the secondary spawn.
They might be, but I mean, they still don't have 50% population on the base. Now they are trying to set up a striker team again, kill the rivers who are still in the air, but they are not going to be able to push with that. Where is the population?
I got maybe some people on Galan Southern.
I mean, they still have 3 minutes, so they have plenty of time to try at least one attack before going for a redeploy for defense. I'm seeing a lot of strikers on the respawn room, but not a lot outside of that. And no, I mean, let's check the teleporter. Nope. Let's play find the TR soldiers. Where are they? The point is flipping. What? I mean, NC was not on it, so that lone infiltrator got destroyed. I cannot see what weapon he was using.
50-50 on the base right now.
Oh, nah, the population for TR is there. I'm seeing Max is being pulled, but the air rammers are here already. The TR Maxis need to push. You cannot shoot the rivers with your anti-infantry weapon when you have heavies pushing you here. And that Max is already alone. Oh, that bulldog harasser. Oh.
Yeah, that's a huge spawn lock from PTSD now.
PTSD has it now. It took them a bit of time on the timer, but I mean, they don't care if they end the match in 10, 20 or 30 minutes. They just care about getting the base. At least VOON managed to resist for quite a long time.
Yeah, that I can just regret that VOON being on defensive for so long with a good hold didn't really try to backcap PTSD, because you can't just stay on defensive for all the match. If you don't manage to reverse the momentum and put your opponent on the defensive, they will manage at one point or another to overwhelm you.
I mean, every move that VOON tries to put into this match, PTSD is already one step ahead. Like, they try to push from the teleporter, and there's like 3 people on the roof C4ing the maxis and the push. It's a nightmare. It must not be fun at all right now.
Oh no, there certainly is. That's not a good evening for VOON guys. But
This
I'm surprised they're not contesting the air. They're
you-
just contesting with anti-air. The problem is if if you're contesting with the anti-air, that mean the rivers in that case from PTSD I are always trying to search for some ground pound. Even if you don't have a strong air squad or your air squad is under your opponent, uh, then they have to get out. They have to pull ESF to contest the air because while you're while they are fighting in the air, even if it's for 1 or 2 minutes, that means 1 or 2 minutes to brace without ground pound, and you have to take that time to defend your base. But if you don't contest the air, that means you're always under the threat of the hammer and the hellfire.
and the point is already uh, flipping on Gadan Thousand Crossing. We have seen like there's already maxes on the point, and VOON. I mean, they should they should have redeployed when they knew they could not move. Like that push out of the teleporter when it got destroyed, they should have just left Jorikov, get a good defense on Ganon Thousand, have maxes on point as everything possible. But now, right now, they are the ones who have to push away. Like they could have tried to slow down and get the PTSD machine on a stop, but no. I mean, now they're trying to have a prowler to shoot from the rooms, but this isn't live play. Like they have to get the rivers out, and that prowler is not going to die. He's not going to get any kill. Oh, interesting. That light assault got through. I'm trying to see for the prowlers.
Yeah, and they absolutely, if VOON wants to defend that base, they absolutely have to destroy that Thunderer just near the double doors. Double doors.
That prowler is on it. Oh, it's not going to work. Will you try to see for? Ooh, mines? No, not mines. That
No,
was close.
that's a shield Sandy. Very tough to destroy.
TR is putting sun RSOs. Interesting. I would need to see what they are yeah used for, but I think they are struggling to stay alive right now. I'm seeing
And
one.
interesting, the PTSD is using a radar galaxy.
Oh, you mean to spot people coming? Like this is a giant dildo?
Yep, you got
Okay,
that
interesting.
little radar on the top. Spotting is very important. That's why maybe one of the reasons why we see PTSD
Harasser battle.
so quick to react to VOON movements. They know. We have the impression that PTSD know where their opponents are, but just because they really know it, because they have radar. Should have spotters too.
Yeah, you're right.
Information is quite a huge advantage.
It seems like the PSB crew is posting new memes on the chat. The freshest meme brought to you by the PSB crew.
And here again, we are in a spawn lock situation here, and I know it's easy from our position to say that VOON should do something or should act differently, uh, but uh, it's very difficult for them, obviously, because they are ground pounded. I think the morale is not very high, but we're in the kind of situation where the spawn room is not the solution. The solution only can come from outside of the base. Uh, you have to try something, uh, maybe a vehicle repull from the previous base, for example, uh, because your spawn room is locked, and Oh, we saw maybe a drop on the Galaxy and the Sandy, which can be a good option because right now the spawn room is just locked and that's over from that angle.
There is one change right now is that VOON is setting up a solid tech run defense. They need more people on the ground on the point right now, but they have a harasser, they have a Sandy, which is not a combat Sandy, weirdly enough, but at least it's there. And they have a few people, but they need more. Uh, PTSD is coming, and I'm not even seeing a squad on the point. Where is VOON? They need to get really fast in the point now. Oh, I'm hearing the NCMax is coming. He's going to knock on your door. He's going to have a warm welcome, that's for sure. And he doesn't have any engineer, which might be a mistake here. Yeah, has he realized that he should not be pushing here?
Well, that's a nasty bulldog cobalt setup on that
Oh,
Sandy.
look at that heavy. Sneaking up that small decimator shot on Michael, but not for long. And
Oh,
that
here
Max
comes the
is
push
now
from the balcony.
there. Dude, it took some time. The push is on the balcony. That RSR is burning. Oh god, the push did not even last. Like the resistance did not even last more than 30 seconds. I'm still seeing TR fighting for it, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold that max for long. Oh,
Yeah,
the
they
revive
just
from
don't
behind.
have enough people on the point.
And the point is flipping for Nancy now.
The Sandy is the Sandy is doing great for VOON right now.
Yep,
But
but he is going to have pressure from others NC pushing from the double stairs now.
he's gonna be slowly surrounded.
And he did repairs, that's the issue. I mean, they tried to hold as much as they could. I'm wondering why they did not just have people take, you know, the glory hole and get on the point as fast as possible after that. But they could have held for a bit longer, at least. Or maybe they tried to pull vehicles or something, or we missed something, maybe. Don't want to
People
be
are
negative
still
here.
spawning on this burning Sunderer.
Yeah, that Thunder is a good defensive option. I mean, you can
Yeah,
redeploy
and
on
he's
it.
still alive.
And the point is not flipping though, there's more NC on the point, and that Max is really close to dying. The TR are doing it, they are retaking the point. That
Yeah, that's
Thunder is full life now.
that's a very good defense from the.
That Sunday pull saved the defense here. Maybe they can get the recapture and get a precap. I'm seeing TR on Gangnam 1000. I mean, also I'm also afraid the Sunday there is going to help for a quick defense, but you know that's not going to help.
Yeah,
But at least
we
they
don't.
have managed to get PTSB on the setback again. And I'm seeing a lone TR getting on Gangnam 1000. And I'm also seeing TR NC really playing on the Thunder.
The cap is the defense is finished on the Ganon
No!
Tech plant right now, but the Sandy died. Sadly, that heroic Sandy.
And the lone infiltrator who went to cap the base to flip died, lost his duel against a heavy despite a few good commissar shots.
Oh, there is okay. The point is flipping on the Tech plant now, and there is already three harassers
Oh,
around the point
it's like you
from
know when you
PTSD.
leave friends at a party for something like a smoke, and everything is fine, and you come back and everything is on fire. This is what happened to me. I left the tech plant and TR was at the recycle point, and now we have RSR killing everything, bulldogs exploding everywhere, TR dying.
And the point now fully in control of PTSD.
Oh, interesting. They're trying to pull Sundays in the middle here.
And Liberator from VOON now.
Oh, they're trying to put the RSR, like PTSD trying to put more RSRs, but they are receiving a good welcome now. They are not going to go through the stairs. But
Okay,
will VOON be able to put those Sundays and RSers on the stairs? I don't think they will.
and the problem is there a huge mistake from VOON that they didn't destroy the pads on the takedown. There
Oh, I
is
didn't check that. I should have. Like, lots of Sundays are pulling out. That Prowler is getting a few kills, but I don't think he will be able to do that for long. Once the heavies start throwing rockets at them. I think
so
it's a bit overkill. I think they threw more in nanites, in tank mines, in C4 to kill that Prowler that the Prowler is worth.
yeah, but right now on NC side, it's pretty euphoric, I think. So maybe they are not very aware of nanites, or but they don't really need it.
I mean, they're trying to get Arasa through the stairs, so they are trying. I mean, they are not abandoning. And there's still 5 minutes, so there's plenty of options. But at some point, it might be out of the night, I'm afraid. I don't know what to say actually now. It's oh, there also is one. Oh, yeah, he reached the first stairs, but not for long. It seems like Tia tried to push from the elevators, and it did not work. The balcony is not very defended. They could try and push from here. They would definitely need. Oh, I'm seeing. Wait, no, that's a Liberator trying to get shots. No, actually killing the Thunderers who spawned out.
Yeah, but I don't really see any solutions for VOON now, because PTSD is just rotating so fast from the start of the game. Uh, they're just rotating so fast to respond on any counterattacks from their opponents. That even if VOON tried to attack from the balcony now, I think before they can get in, they will have at least 10 or 12 people already waiting for them on the balcony.
Wait, is it what I think it is? No, it's below. My bad. I thought there was a harasser, NC harasser, a tier harasser on the gun deck, but no. It was right below. I'm doing very poor camera job today.
If I would have to point out one mistake maybe from PTSD today, maybe that Thunder that was alive for too long time on the point on the defense of the tech, and maybe the only mistake I can see from there. Uh, that it that just execute their game plan really perfectly.
And now we're not seeing a lot of wound people, more like individuals trying to get angles, but that's not going to work. I think there's two ways they could try here. The first one would be a push through double doors, but they are going to be welcomed. So, oh, they're trying. PTSD is going for the SCU. At least now it's defended, but it's not going to be easy. Strangely enough, they're no nothing. I thought I mismatched the factions here. I think there was a push from the glory roll, but it failed.
No, there is a sandy at the top of it, so
Yeah, it's not going to go through. You need to destroy it, and that's going to cost a lot of nanites and a lot of time, and you are going to be well weighted after. It seems like people are fighting on the balcony. Yes, we have a few people.
yeah, and they were welcome with bullets. And as you can see, even if that was a really quick skirmish, there were at least, I'd say, 8 PTSD ready for them. Yeah, harassers were there already. 8 people. 2 Sundays on the point. 3 harassers.
We're seeing a few pushes from double door, but
Yeah. That's
there's one
a
infiltrator
cheesy
actually.
LaneSmash tournament we have in front of us now.
I think there's one infiltrator on the VOON side who is just trying to get knife skills. Just, you know, I've seen I think in the previous round on the Biolab when there was a big push and he was holding his knife rather than his gun. But I'm not sure he got a lot of kills. And we still have a minute left in the match. I mean, for the capture, just the end of the match. They lasted longer than the previous one. There's still 14 minutes left in the match, but that's still 7 more minutes than the first round. So,
Oh, point is flipping.
oh, well, there's a lot of NC around it, but someone got
Yeah,
near it.
just the infiltrator trying to
I
get
think
the
they went
knife
for
kills.
a balcony push here. Seeing a lot of medics reses, but not a lot of push from the heavy. I'm not sure I would use the minigun. Wait, that's not the minigun, that's the watchman, my bad. They look a bit alike from far.
I didn't play that much in TR, but I was playing the MSWR the other day and just what again?
How can the heavy pull from the doors and not get killed by all the people here? Uh, Fireworks actually, I just realized that. And I think the match is
And
over.
here we are.
That's the end of the match.
Match in. That is match in. Final score 6-0 for PTSD.
Alright, let's get the team captains now.
Yeah, a very clean sheet from PTSD.
Yep, really clean match. I'm not sure who's the team leader for VOON is. From the PTSD side, I think we need Senior Bro and
Yep.
User joined your channel.
Hey guys.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh wait, I need to give him the good right.
User was moved
Do I
to
need to
your
put someone
channel.
else from Rune on PTSD?
Yeah, Ben Mitchell, please.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell him, otherwise he won't know.
Okay. Is there? Interview. Okay, and
User
from
was
VOON,
moved to your
do I need to
channel.
put someone else?
I'm here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, good, good.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, PTSD. Nice victory here.
Thank you.
I'm going to have a few questions here. First, in both, actually it's for both team. On both of the match starts, you both stayed defensively for your bases. I think PTSD, VOON went for the push on Jericho on the first one, but the PTSD, both time you went from a defensive hold on the bases with a lot of rivers. Is there a reason for that? For you not wanting to push and get the cap on the enemy base at the start?
All according to plan.
Okay.
That was our plan from the very beginning. Total control. And yeah, we kind of achieved that in both rounds. First round was a bit wonky, but we pulled it through. But yeah, was according to strategy.
Okay. I have another question. At the start of the second round, VOON managed to get a really good defensive hold on Jory Cove. Did you feel you were going to have a hard time breaking it? Because we've seen several Sunday die in and a good defensive setup from VOON. Were you a bit scared to not be able to manage to get to push the base at the start of the second round?
Yeah, the second round was a bit awkward, especially for our tankers who ran for their life to get into the starting hex, and one didn't make it, sadly. And from that, everything was a bit hectic, and we were not, or we were surprised that they actually went for the full defense approach. So we didn't had enough force multipliers at that time on the base, since most of us were still in the air. And it took us time to slowly but surely grind them down and get a foothold in that. But yeah, it worked. We were lucky to not get backcapped.
Okay. Negator, what did you think about the match? It seems to have been quite rough on you, but did you try a lot of strategy to push? Did you try stuff that you didn't thought you were going to try to get back on the points, or what was your mindset trying to get a hold on the match?
What was our mindset?
Yes.
We're bad and should feel bad is probably sums it up.
Well, I'm not sure you
No.
should feel bad. I mean, you're playing
I,
LaneSmash is
I'm
already
just
trying to improve, so I don't think you should feel bad. You winning,
I'm just
losing
kidding,
against
man.
better people is not bad. I mean, everyone started and got trashed around, and you can see. I think from what I know, PTSD got there because they trained a lot, and I'm sure VOON can train a lot and get much better. So no
Yeah,
shame in playing LaneSmash and losing against much better teams than yourself. It's just that it's showing that you are here and you are trying.
yeah,
Exactly. PTSD has been training 4 times a week.
yeah, that's
For the
correct.
last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And it's showing. I have to be honest. I'm quite impressed by PTSD. So I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
VOON, you can work and get. I mean, the next season maybe get a good showman and get your revenge on PTSD maybe.
well,
Hell yeah.
we take full credit for PTSD's win for the one practice match they played against us. I think we trained
Yes.
them well.
I remember casting that one.
I tell you, I tell
That
you,
was a good
you
match.
were our first win, and that gave such a good morale boost to our people.
See?
That we really got a improvement boost for that.
Yeah.
And you have the basics down, and I'm pretty sure if you take a bit more time to train, then you can be on the definitely on top of.
Props
Yeah.
on the cheese on the techie. That was, ooh, that looked scary. I called that out in the pilot comms, like, this is not gonna be fun to push.
We tried. But on a serious note, we did try during the first round. We did going offense with a small group with a contingency group on defense that we called in once it looked like we had a foothold on your point, and we got pushed off because of I have to go back and watch. I think we had one few too many medics on point. There's a point there where we had several maxes, NGs, and no medics, and eventually pushed us off on the offense. And then on the second round, we went all in with the defense, thinking that at least we could hold out for make the match semi interesting. Which we did that for a little while, and then later, we our one of our leads up in the air at practice getting the bus inside the tech plant, so we got him there early and set that up, and then lastly. We did try the 15 stalker infills towards point, but that didn't really pan out. Didn't work.
Yeah.
It had to be tried. It could have been the next Let's Smash meta, but it had to be tried.
Yeah, I have about that defense, and I have a little question about for you, Negator. It looks like you give up pretty quickly the air fight. Is it in your plan, or is it because you don't have that much pilots?
So no, we certainly didn't give it up willingly. We do have a small number of dedicated pilots and several others that summer as pilots, I guess, and they were up for a little while. We tried to support them from the ground as best we could. I know that in our practice match against PTSD, air, at least when we were doing well, was important. And our problem then was that we didn't transition from air to ground. In this case, it was the reverse. So no, they just got all shot down. I think I'll have to ask them, but if I had to guess, I'd say there were more pilots on your side than ours,
Against
or the general competency level was higher.
Okay, and of course, GG to both team. And PTSD, it's difficult to criticize your prestation. It seems you were very quick, very aggressive, and we saw that all the work you did. I would say that the only little mistake we can point out is maybe that hero Sandy from VOON on the point of the take plant. It lasts for so long.
Yep.
Was it very difficult to kill it because of that
Yep.
bulldog cobalt setup?
It wasn't
Or,
so much the setup. Or it was the setup, of course.
User was moved
We
to
saw
your
the
channel.
cheese on the
Was moved
map,
to your
and we
channel.
were like,
User was moved
"Yikes,
to your channel.
that is not working out for us." And we were first focused on the point until someone gave the call out that the Sunny was on point, and then we had to shift around everything. We had to shift our squad comp a bit to get rid of their force multipliers. And that took time, and we were lucky enough that VOON didn't reach out for the backup, which would have easily been happened on that stage. And we had luckily enough time to get rid of the cheese one by one with a lot of sacrificial light assaults and heavies, as I heard.
Yeah, I'm talking about the back cap. I see that quite often in teams that are the underdog of the game. Them they are not really trying to. Is that your feeling from both teams that the team which is on the defensive tend to not try to take back the momentum or to go for that backup that will give them some fresh air to breathe and to just to reverse a bit the momentum to go on the offensive instead of staying defensive all the time. From Boone, was that something you didn't really work on, or maybe you tried and that was not effective because of some reasons?
You know, I think it's an important question to ask. Are we talking first round or second round? Or just in general?
Just in general.
Just in general. Because in the first half, trying to get the back caps was more difficult because when air is your primary approach and they have 1,000 reavers, it is, yeah, it's really hard to get back there. But, you know, the stealth flash approach we could have gone with too. Honestly, it was a certain point that we realized we just kind of wanted to play defensively and try to not lose 6-0, but, you know, here we are.
We did have a harasser running logistics, dorking around over on the opposing sides.
That's really
Part of the map.
powerful.
Yeah,
That was annoying as hell.
yeah, he got spotted and
But
didn't work.
it forced two of our guys to chase him down, so you traded one guy for two. So
Yeah.
it was worth it.
But at the time, it was just one. We were going to start spawning on him if we thought he could get in there and burn the point.
Yeah, and for the air, we sometimes were waiting intentionally to repo and did not like go on the offensive immediately again because we kind of wanted them to dump the reavers. Yeah.
We were waiting for them to pull air to ground reavers, and then we would pull our air to air mossies.
Okay.
Yeah, just asking the question because we can't have ice everywhere when we are streaming.
We only
I think
had-
it's important to say on the second part there, we weren't really interested in back caps as much as accepting where things had gotten to.
Yeah, we only
ran out of
had,
shit.
I think, air to air reaver or mossies, so that was pretty rough for us.
We were told specifically by our strategist to not pull air to ground. Because that was kind of what we expected.
My very first death was air to ground by two different reavers. Not a complaint.
what?
I just thought that was a good suggestion for how the rest of the match was about to go.
Okay, but on the subject of a team managing to get a good momentum back despite being outmatched, I would advise watching the YLBT versus TMNT match that happened this morning. I mean, not this morning, but this afternoon, where YLBT did a good show of defending as much as they could tooth and nail against TMNT, who clearly was better than them, and especially the second one, they just hold their base for quite a long time. So you should go and have a look at that, and maybe could give you a few keys on how to manage that.
Absolutely.
We'll definitely go do that together.
Yeah, the thing is, when you're on the back foot and you want to reverse the momentum, it needs that certain moment, that spark, that genius moment where something goes so wrong for the enemy that you can capitalize on it and just push through. Be it a clutch backup or something where you rip apart their setup, and only on those moments you get the chance to push back.
So are you saying the 10,000 monkeys on 10,000 typewriters approach is not good?
Also, I don't know if you saw, but the stalker infill with the knives.
Yes,
That's
it
an
was spotted on
underappreciated.
stream.
It was an underappreciated strategy. And I definitely think that if we're judging stalker infills with knives, that VOON won the LaneSmash if we want to judge it by that category.
Hey, he was on the stream. I've spotted him a few times.
That was definitely pro level. Nice
Yes,
gameplay.
thank you.
That was our air liberator.
You deserve to be paid for that.
You know what? I think so too.
All right, up. I expect check then.
Yep. All right. I don't think there was any question from the chat. So I'm going to thank you all for that match. Quite interesting. Thank you, Falcon, for casting with me. It's the end of the 6th match I'm casting today, so I can get some rest and my brain can stop working. But thank everyone. Thank you for the viewers to be with us. It was 100 viewers for the match. We have 128 right now, so really cool.
Nice.
Actually, well
Mom on
done for
TV.
streaming
take a
for
shot
so
for
many
every
hours
viewer.
straight.
Yeah,
Shot for every
I'd like
viewer.
to say, I'd like
That
to
must be
say
tough.
thank you to the air squad on the other team. We our air squad took a shot for every death, so we're not entirely here right now.
It went well.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. The Outfit War match is for
User
Emerald. Are going to
disconnected
start
from
after
your
2
channel.
hours. So good luck if
User
there are
left
any
your
participants
channel.
here. And otherwise, have a good day, night, whatever you're doing right now.
Yeah, GG guys.
GG.
Nice match.
See ya, GG to
Was
both
fun.
teams.